Out with the old, in with the new. We are creating an eggshell-based hard bioplastic vegetable peeler that replaces the existing plastic ones, as well as generate conversation on the possibilities of what inedible food waste like eggshells or veggie peels can be used for. To make this material, you'll need eggshells, sodium alginate, glycerin, gelatin, and water. You'll also need a pot, a peeler mould, a container, a mixing spoon, a scale, a blender, and a peeling blade. To make the mould for the peeler, combine 60 grams of gelatin with 100 milliliters of water and mix to get an applesauce-like consistency. Transfer the pot to the stove and gently heat until it turns into a thin liquid. Pour the melted gelatin into a container to cover the base by about 1 centimeter and then transfer to the fridge until it's set hard. Press the printed model of the peeler shape into the set gelatin and then cover with the remaining liquid gelatin. Note to make sure the peeler is fully covered. Place the mould into the fridge until it is completely set. Once set, begin to remove the excess gelatin and carefully slice it into 2 halves to remove the peeler and leave you with the mould. This mould will be used to create the shape of the eggshell vegetable peeler later on. To begin on the peeler material, grind a cup of eggshells with your blender into fine pieces and powder. Add 80 grams of the ground eggshells with 22 grams of sodium alginate to a bowl and stir to combine. Add 45 grams of gelatin offcuts from the mould to a pot with 15 ml of glycerin and remelt together. Once it turns into a liquid, add to the sodium alginate and eggshell mixture and quickly stir to combine. To fully combine, you may need to use your hands to mix in the gelatin with the other ingredients. Using the gelatin mould that we made earlier, we're going to press the eggshell alginate mixture into it, making sure to get all the crevices and create as smooth of a surface as possible. Place the lid on top and press down firmly. Remove the peeler from the mould and continue to smooth the surface, as well as cut or trim the sides where there's excess. To harden up, leave the peeler out to dry for a week. To further smooth the surface of the peeler, you'll need sandpaper of all different grits. I use 240 and 400, and begin to sand with a combination of a sanding stick and just the paper until it starts to smooth out. To create the rubber-like gelatin overmold that both seals the eggshells into place and feels nice to hold, combine 4 tablespoons of gelatin with 50 ml of water, mix, and then heat to a liquid again. Using a soft paintbrush, coat the eggshell peeler with the gelatin. Repeat this twice, leaving it set in between the even layers. Now you can press the blade into the mould, making sure it's in the centre, press down, and now you have a bio-based peeler. The egg shape of the peeler sits comfortably in the user's hand as they peel, as well as references the life of the material that once was the full egg. When the blade becomes blunt, remove it and discard the peeler into compost along with all the peels and rinds.